Hello and welcome to the continuing presentations on how to put pictures on your blog. For this tutorial, I'd like to show you what you can do when you have a picture maybe that you drew on DoodleBuddy and that's actually in your photo album. So I'm going to look at my photo album here, and I've got the picture of that salmon that I got from that United Kingdom website in the last part of this tutorial. So I'm going to pretend this is the one I want to use. If you go to either the 6th or 8th grade Moodle, doesn't matter which one, they both have it, because all my science students will be doing this. And you look around here, there's a link on the side under the Google search place that says Class FTP Info. This is really useful because it's going to show you where we upload images and movies so that you can put them on your blog. We have a classroom account for you to put your movies and your pictures, and that by putting them on this server, you can then use them on Blogmeister. It's got all the information here. Now you might notice in the last tutorial I showed you the image way to put images on using code, and the way to put a link using code. It's all here. And I have a link to Picnic, because if your pictures are too big or you want to do something to them, if you're on the iMac or the netbook, you can use Picnic. In a later tutorial, I'll show you how to do stuff to pictures on the iPad. We also have a separate way to put up pictures up. I have a class photo bucket account, and each iPad has a photo bucket app. It's wonderful. It does the same thing. All you really need is a URL, a web address that ends in the name of your picture. Once you have that, you're good to go. You can put that using this code on any blog or any website, really. So I just wanted to point out that this is here. So here's the class FTP information. The server is ftp.educatoral.com. You have to put in this username. It's weird and long. RM604, obvious, at educatoral.com. The password's the same for all of us. Gonzalez, RM604. So how do we find this class FTP app? Best way to do it is go here and type in FTP, and there it is, FTPView. When you go to FTPView, we're going to have to turn it this way because this is actually a iPhone app, and it is smaller on the iPad, so we have to do 2 times, because here's what it looks like normal size. This is the iPhone size. Well, nobody wants this. It's too small. So if you go down here in the corner, my finger's going down here, you can do 2 times and make iPhone apps regular size. Now the problem with FTP server is anytime you close this app, you have to put all the information again. So maybe have it written down in your notebook so that you don't have to close and go somewhere else. Because even if you double tap to go back to Safari to see it, once you double tap and go back here, you'll have to enter it again. So the FTP server was ftp.educatoral.com. Username was rm604 at, you guessed it, educatoral.com. Password, remember what it was? Gonzalez. Oops. No, I forgot. Let me start over. GONZALEZRM604. Done. Connect. So it's connecting to server. If it connected, look where you are. Yay! So if I made a video, I go to videos. If I made a sound file like for a podcast, I go to sound files. By the way, you can make those on this iPad. But I have an image, so I'm going to go to images. I'm going to pretend, now some people last year didn't follow directions very well, and they put their images in the image folder. You should go to whatever period you're in. I'm going to pretend I'm period 1. Then you got to go to your group. I'm going to pretend I'm G1. Now these pictures are being used, okay? So please don't do anything to mess with these pictures. Don't delete them. Don't mess with them. But I want to put new pictures on, so I'm going to tap on the camera down here. Look what it brings up, my photo albums. I'm going to go to Save Photos. I'm going to choose my fish, and I'm going to call it, you have to call it something. Please title it. And then you'll know what it is because you titled it. I'm going to call it Eaten Fish. Upload file, yes. Look at that. Upload complete. Let's see if my fish is here. Where are you? Eaten fish. It did it. Well, now the hard part is I've got it uploaded. What do I do? Here's what you do. I'm going to go back. FTP. Thank you. Close that. Turn this back this way. Is it still looking good? Let me move this. Okay. So now I need to go here, and I'm going to go back here. The trick to knowing where your picture is remembering or writing down the path. Now here's what the path is. This is magic. Path time coming. It starts in educatorl.com. Now the trick is to know what comes next. The next part is, okay, this is where I forget. I'm going to go here first to refresh my memory. Sorry, I forgot. Is RM604, images, period 1, G1, and then the name of the file. Well, so this is what I have to remember. Okay, I can remember that now. RM604, images. And you can do this too if you forget. So I'm going to do RM604 slash images slash period 1 slash G1 go. And if I did it right, all the pictures just show up. Look, I did it right. So I'm going to open up here and guess which one I want. I want eaten fish, because that's my fish. Now guess what I got here? I've got a URL. So I'm going to tap that. Remember this? This is from that last tutorial. Hello. Thank you. I'm going to select all. Now, why would you go through all this trouble when you could have done what I did in that last tutorial? I'll tell you. Some websites, believe it or not, take their pictures down, or their website, they forget to pay it and it's gone. Then you go to your blog, or somebody goes to your blog and says, hey, it says there's a picture of a half-eaten fish here, but I don't see it. Whereas if you put the picture on my server or on one of your servers, if you know how to do this stuff, you know it's there because it's going to be there until you take it down. So I copied that. And I'm going to close it because I no longer need it. Go back here. And if I do, I'm going to do another image code, just so you can see it again. This never gets old. img src equals, open quotes, put my, there. See how it's just different? Close quotes. Then I'm going to tell it how wide I want it to be, because I don't want it to be too big. And that picture, I got to tell you, looks kind of big. 500. And you can pause or slow this down at any time if you need to see this. Oops. And that's it. Now I've got another copy of the fish on there. And then when I save article, it gets saved. And that's how you do it. So if you want a close-up view of this, you can pause now and make sure yours looks something like this. So that's what you can do with pictures, movies, and sound files you make on the iPad.